Hi everyone, welcome to Unit 2, Lesson 1. I'm going to be going over how to fill out a lesson and talk a little bit about how to navigate all of the course tools. So you should be looking at a page similar to this one, where you see your course outline on the left in blue, and then the different types of activities at the top, and then at the very bottom, you should see your world history textbook. And we'll talk about that textbook in just a moment. For the course outline, you can click on that blue circle and it will pull something up that looks like this, where you can click on the different lessons. You can see that this first lesson for Unit 2 has a pre-test and a quick check. So make sure you're doing both of those things or else you can't move on to your next lesson. Once you get into the instruction part of the lesson, at the very bottom, you'll see the online textbook. You need to click on that blue link. This will be the bulk of what you do for your lessons each day. So whenever you see this world history link, that is what you should click on. Once you open it up, you can view the actual textbook. We don't have a physical book, but you will have this online one. And there's a few different options for things that you can do to help make your learning a little bit easier. The first is at the very top, where you see this play button and the sound options. That is so you can have the text read to you. This will appear on every page of the textbook. On the first page of each lesson, it will give you a little overview of things, and you can watch this video to get an overview of the lesson. Then it will give you an image, and there will be several images throughout the text that you can look at and look at questions related to those images. And then at the bottom, you'll see key vocab where you can click on each word and find out the definition. Once you start the actual textbook part of this, you will see the lesson information. Whenever you click on something, you can actually highlight it, circle it, or underline it using the annotation features. You can also type an annotation, which is like typing notes. And this is a way that you can help organize your information and go back later and remember what you thought was most important when you read it the first time. This is really helpful for studying for tests. Another thing you should be doing is filling out your reading notes for extra credit each unit. Underneath this video, you'll see a link to the notes for this unit. You can click on those and fill them out as you go through the lessons, and at the end of the unit, turn it into me or your other social studies teacher for extra credit. You do not need to do the Pearson note-taking organizer in the lesson instruction pages. So that is not required. These reading notes are not required, but they are extra credit and they will be helpful for studying for your test. Again, you don't need to do the activities. So that textbook that we looked at is in the instruction section, and then there's an activity section, but you don't need to do those activities. You can skip right over the activity and review buttons. Once you get to the end with the assessment, this is where your quick check, quiz, or test will be located. And this is what is actually graded for each assignment. So you can open that up and do your answers and get going with your lessons.